Hey guys, how you doing today? So, welcome back to History in My Haversack. As always, I'm Ian. And so today, we're going to be talking about the British model 1853 Enfield rifle. So, the Enfield saw a lot of use on both sides during the American Civil War. Although it was more common on the Confederate side, you did see it being used by Northern troops as well. The Enfield of this model is what's known as a percussion cap rifle. As you can see there, you have the hammer and the cone. And essentially how you load this rifle is first you take a cartridge. Well, what a cartridge was back in the day was a paper tube filled with gunpowder, and in this case, a mini ball. This is a blank round, however, so it's just the powder. And so how you would load is you would take cartridge, tear the tab off with your teeth, and you'd pour the powder down the barrel, and then you would push the ball and the paper in after it. Now, a fun little fact, up to the First World War, it was a requirement that if you wanted to join the United States Army, you had to have two opposable top and bottom teeth so you could tear a cartridge. And so, after you have loaded the charge into the barrel of the gun, you take your ramrod and you ram it home, like that. Now, keep in mind, you had to do this after every single shot. So, you had to be efficient. And then, once you've returned your ramrod, you would take a cap. Now, what a cap is, it is a little brass cap. That's what it is. That's what the name says. It looks like a little top hat. That. And it is filled with what's known as fulminated mercury. Fulminated mercury is very combustible. So, you would take your cap, put it on the cone of the rifle, pull the hammer back to full cock, and then you squeeze the trigger and fire the gun. Now keep in mind, you had to do this after every single shot. So a soldier had to be very, very efficient and very, very well trained to be able to fire this gun effectively. A good soldier with one of these can fire up to 3 shots a minute. But when you're out of ammunition, or you're ordered to do so, you would take this little guy right here. This is your bayonet. Now, what a bayonet is, it is literally a blade that you put on the end of your gun. They've been using bayonets for quite a while at this point. And during the Napoleonic era and earlier, the bayonet was what really decided a battle. But by the Civil War, with the increase of rifle technology, because rifles were getting better and better, the bayonet did see a rapid decline in use. Although they would keep issuing them, and you would even see a bayonet charge or two during the Korean War. Although I do believe, although they fell out of use after that, because by the Korean War they were essentially just knives that you stuck on the end of your gun, so they were pretty much useless as a fighting weapon on the gun itself. But soldiers did still carry them up to Korea. So you would fix it on the end of your rifle like this. It actually has a lock. It's known as a ring lock. Before the War with Mexico in the 1840s, bayonets did not have a lock. They would just sit on there, and they were very, very wobbly, and they would fall off. But by the Mexican-American War, they did start putting locks. At least the Americans started putting locks on their bayonets. The French have been doing that for quite a while before that, but it took a while for the Americans to really get on the locked bayonet trend, so to speak. Because as you can see, I can wiggle it and it's not coming off. So this rifle is about 9 or so pounds. Although I can say from experience that it does get very heavy as the day goes on. And so, as I said, this is the Enfield. Very, very well-made gun in my opinion, and much more reliable than the old flintlocks. And so, I think it's going to be about it for this video. As always, I'm Ian. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.